Everton vs Liverpool result, highlights, honours even an entertaining goalless Merseyside derby. Goodison Park, Liverpool. Liverpool and Everton were forced to settle for a share of the spoils after a typically fiery Merseyside derby ended goalless. The Toffees came agonisingly close to opening the scoring in the first half when Tom Davies hit the upright. Frank Lampard's side also thought they had scored late in the second, only for a VAR check to rule out a Conor Coady strike for offside. But this was no one-sided contest, with Darwin Núñez and Luis Diaz both striking the woodwork in quick succession for the Reds in the opening 45 minutes. Mohamed Salah then did the same in the 5th minute of time added on as Liverpool came agonisingly close to winning it. As such, both teams could feel they deserved their point, even if it is a result neither would welcome. For Liverpool, a draw extended a patchy start to the season in which they have already lost significant ground on the early leaders. And Everton were left to consider a fourth consecutive league draw that leaves them in the lower reaches of the Premier League table. It is likely that Liverpool's failure to pick up all 3 points will ultimately colour perceptions of their performance at Goodison Park, but a 0-0 should not mask the fact that this was one of their better showings in what has been a mixed start to the season. The Reds hit the woodwork 3 times and had 8 shots on target, the latter statistic ensuring Jordan Pickford ended the game as Everton's undoubted man of the match. They also restricted the hosts to just 3 attempts on target and would argue that Conor Coady's offside goal was simply a case of their defensive line doing its job. Jurgen Klopp will be keen to take all these positives and use them for the games to come. Of course, there is no getting away from the fact that Liverpool have now dropped points in 4 of their first 6 games of the new season. Wins over Bournemouth and Newcastle United suggested Klopp's side had turned a corner, but another draw here will bring them back down to earth. With Manchester City looking untouchable thanks to the instant impact of Erling Haaland, it is hard to conceive a title challenge coming from Anfield this season. Perhaps the Reds will have to realign their aims to ensuring that they finish in the although he could have won the game with his chance that hit the post in the final minute of time added on. This was yet another curious performance from Mohamed Salah. It is not that the Egyptian was particularly poor, rather, he is spending far too much time getting chalk on his boots on the touchline in the early stages of this season. If this is a feature of a new tactical framework dreamed up by Klopp, then it seems like a major waste of one of his biggest attacking threats. The record scorer of goals in a single 38-game Premier League season is barely getting close to the center of the box, and that is surely an issue that must be dealt with quickly. All important Champions League places come May. Full time, all over at Goodison Park, and it's a point apiece after a goalless draw that was anything but boring. Those goal frames will need checking over after the hammering they've taken today. 95th minute, Liverpool hit the woodwork again. Mo Salah runs onto a ball at the back post and cracks it goalward, but Pickford gets hand to it and that's back off the upright. Hard to tell whether the England goalkeeper's touch was influential there, but he got there all the same. 90th minute, 6 minutes to be added on here. 87th minute, Pickford did it again, getting down low to palm away a Firmino effort volleyed goalward from Salah's cross. 79th minute, Joel Matip and Diogo Jota replace Harvey Elliott and Darwin Núñez for Liverpool. 76th minute, Van Dijk beaten to the ball by Onana as Everton break, and that's a deserved yellow card for the Dutchman. 69th minute, agony for Everton as they think they've taken the lead when Coady smashes in at the back post from a Lomape cross, but after a lengthy VAR check the lines show the defender was offside. One fan really unhappy with that decision and runs onto the pitch to remonstrate with the referee before being dragged away. 65th minute, and now Alisson is at it, the Brazilian doing brilliantly to get out and smother a Maupay shot that looked goal-bound.